Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric, also known as Aviator, and I just wanted to come to you guys from our new house. This is the reason why we have not been posting videos lately. I have been going crazy trying to buy this house. It's actually my wife and I's very first home, and if you can see it behind me, it's pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited about it, and we've been moving. We actually closed on Friday, which is the same day I had to have that March Madness video in. But I just wanted to take a minute, guys, just to thank you so much. I am literally overwhelmed by the feedback from all of you. I stayed up most of the night, I think, reading through comments on my competition entry against Steve Schwind and just being blown away by your generosity and support, as well as really the sportsmanship back and forth between me and Steve. I've been kind of excited to get to know someone who's obviously a better gamer than I am. That guy is amazing. And yet, after today's results came in, I have won. And I am a truly honored man. So guys, thank you so much. I hope to show you through the house sometime soon once we get all moved in, and I have some cool stuff coming for you very soon. Our next entry is against T. Martin, and I'll definitely need your support there. It's going to be a quite an adventurous entry. I'm going to have some skydiving stuff for you, as well as some really unique tips and tricks, things you've never learned before, at least not that I know of. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So hoping you guys enjoy that, and gosh, I guess I'll talk to y'all soon. After this video, I think I'm going to include just a little, maybe some kind of a gameplay with some commentary over it, just to thank you all for being great subscribers and you know, kind of sharing your lives with me. I am, again, truly blown away by all of you and just the constant love and support I've been getting. So thank you guys again. I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric, also known as Aviator, once again, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that quick kind of outside preview of our new home. I'm so excited to share the inside with you guys. It is really ridiculously cool. I've got a kind of a study slash gaming room slash office that is, it's probably my favorite room ever. I'm super stoked to be living here. This is really, really neat. So yeah, guys, I'll be doing a setup video, I don't know, as a thank you for some sub count somewhere along the line, I promise. I'm not sure quite when, but it will be quite razzle-dazzle, so to speak. But I just want to take a moment really quick just to thank you guys once again for all your kindness. I know I said that in the live video a second ago, but I'm just so blown away, guys. I am truly and completely honored by all of you. It has been just such an amazing adventure, kind of seeing how quickly this channel has grown from 268 subscribers before March Madness was announced to over 3,500 at the time I'm recording this. So I can't believe it. It's nuts. It's really cool. So really quick to explain what's happening in this gameplay, I want to talk a little bit about the game, and then we're going to move forward from there and talk about, you know, some other kind of random stuff. I have a cool story for you guys that kind of pertains to what's happening today in my life and whatnot. But really quick, this is headquarters on Discovery. And I don't know about you guys, but Discovery is one of the games in the new map pack, which by now I'm sure all of you know. But this is probably my least successful map in the game. It's not my least favorite map in the game. It's my least successful map in the new map pack. For whatever reason, I just can't seem to play it right. This is one of my better games on this map, and for whatever reason, I really can't seem to find the right lines of sight. I can't seem to find the right timing. I don't know what it is. Here it is right here. Boom, dead. I thought I had cover, but no, he had more cover than me. So it happens a lot to me in this map, and for whatever reason, I can't seem to figure out what to do to fix it. So you won't see a lot of Discovery gameplays from me, but I wanted to throw something together here, mainly because there's a little Easter egg special ending at the end of this that I would never have expected from myself, and it actually works out really well. It's pretty cool, so I'll let you guys enjoy that final kill cam. Regardless, I want to talk a little bit about how to play Headquarters before I jump into my story. I know I'm running out of time already because these gameplays seem to go by really quickly, but Headquarters is kind of a different game type. We don't play it a lot in my little group of guys, mainly because even though it's a great game type, it's one of the best things you can do to get your XP really, really quickly if you're trying to prestige and whatnot. It's just not as predictable. You can't usually, you know, control the spawns as well. You can't guarantee yourself a high KD as well as you can with things like, say, demolition or whatnot. But hey, it's a lot of fun to play, and we try to do it here until I get C4'd in the face, which is kind of a bummer. But you know, something definitely to keep in mind. HQ is a great way to level up quickly, just because you can't beat it when it comes to the amount of XP you get. This is the best, bar none, unless you're just wicked awesome at Search and Destroy, which I sadly am not. All right, so tips and tricks on HQ. A couple of things that you should keep in mind. If you guys are struggling at all, here's what we do that might be different from what you and your team have tried to do in the past. First and foremost, as you guys saw at the beginning of this game, you probably will see a couple of more times. Even though I'm taking more of a Slayer role in this game, I'm still running the tack insertion. In fact, our entire team is running tack insertions. And that's because when you run a tack insertion, you can really monopolize your team's power in any given place. Because you have to remember, when Treyarch or Infinity Ward or any gaming company creates a game, their goal is to create balance. They're not trying to find a way that one team can beat the other team all the time. They're not trying to find a way that things are skewed one direction or the other. They're constantly trying to build games that are balanced as perfectly as possible. Get headshot, son. They're working as hard as they can to make sure that things fit with everything else. Now, here I run away because there's actually two guys looking at me right there. If you guys were watching the blackboard, I had two different guys, staring at me, and I wanted to make sure that I could get away from them and make it an unfair fight. So, tac insertions are really important at headquarters. I actually use them in every class I have in every game type, aside from free-for-all, obviously, which I play very, very little free-for-all, but, it's worth mentioning. You don't want to have that in your free-for-all class because it will just be removed. I didn't realize that the first time I played free-for-all for some reason. But yeah, tac insertions are freaking fantastic, because what happens, when you'll see this actually, as soon as we see where a HQ point is, we drop our tac insertions near that spot so that when we're capping it, we can keep respawning in that same area, or say we've capped the point and we get killed. The moment the other team destroys the headquarters, we respawn near the HQ and can take their entire team out, thus building our kill streaks and allowing us to kind of leverage the other team's, stupidity and our luck with insertion. It's tac inserting, there's my words. Anyway, this is not the most exciting gameplay, guys. I'm running around like crazy. This is a map, again, I'm not that great at, but it's kind of a good example of what a normal, quote-unquote, normal gameplay is for our team. Should hopefully give you guys an idea of what to expect if you ever play with us. I mean, I get a kind of abnormal score here as far as kills and deaths go. I definitely do pretty well, but it's a pretty good idea of how we play the objective and go for the win every time. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to jump forward now, back, actually not really even jumping forward. I'm going to jump back quite a fefew years. About 5 years ago, I took a kind of a crazy trip. Now, I've done a lot of traveling in my life. I've actually moved 31 times, actually 32 times now, and this is our new house. So 32 times just in the last, I guess it's been 7 years now, 32 times in 7 years. So when I turned 18, I moved to Georgia, then Tennessee, then Georgia, then Tennessee, then California, then New Jersey. I've lived all over the place. So it's been kind of a wild ride. I've loved it. I ran a marketing business online, so I was able to travel a lot and get to see the world, and it was really a unique experience. And as a photographer now, last year we traveled almost 7 months. But this trip I want to talk to you guys about is a little bit different simply because I took it on a motorcycle. Now, I took this motorcycle trip with my best friend, and we left Tennessee and rode to Pennsylvania. And from Pennsylvania, we rode to Florida. And from Florida, back to Tennessee. And then from Tennessee, we hopped on our motorcycles and rode all the way to Alaska. And from Alaska, we rode down the coast to San Diego. From San Diego, back to Tennessee. Now, in case you guys aren't math geniuses or geography whizzes, just so you guys know, that is a whopping total of about 14,000 miles of motorcycling. Now, this is a story for another time, but I'm 25 years old now, and just before my 18th birthday, I was in an airplane accident, and it broke my back in 4 places. So as you guys might imagine, motorcycles aren't that comfortable, and spending 14,000 miles on a motorcycle is excruciating. But it was a good experience. It was remarkable. I can't tell you all the stories. It would take dozens of videos, and luckily we have a YouTube relationship now, per se, so hopefully I'll be able to share some of those stories with you in the future. But today, we had kind of a crazy experience. I was supposed to go to a fly-in to record some footage for an upcoming video I have in this competition, this March Madness competition, but instead I stayed home because the weather went banana sandwich. I was supposed to fly that airplane over that was in my last video, but instead, I stayed home because there was tornado warnings. And I'm glad I did, because actually there was a tornado at the air show. Tons of airplanes are damaged. Crazy stuff. No one got hurt too seriously, it looks like, but thousands, I guess hundreds of thousands, probably millions of dollars of the airplanes have been damaged now. So definitely keep people in your prayers for that. It's been kind of a crazy thing. And this weather today has been so nuts. It's been hailing, it's been windy, it's been raining. It's actually dropped about 20 degrees. And it reminded me of a time when I was in Alaska. Now, see, this trip to Alaska, we rode through, obviously, all the way through Canada, and we took the border crossing toward Calgary in Alberta. And when we hit the border from the U.S. to Canada, it was pouring rain. It was snowing. It was storming. It was disgusting. I mean, literally all these things at once. I don't know how it worked, but it was. As we pulled into Calgary, it was snowing, and then it started hailing. And we're on motorcycles, and that's not very pleasant. Hail on a motorcycle, not cool, just in case you guys ever were wondering that. I'm about to get stunned like crazy. Anyway, as we got to the next border, which, by the way, is about the same distance from the border of Canada to the border of Alaska as it is from Tennessee to the border of Canada. Canada's huge, FYI. But as we get to the border of Alaska, it starts raining again. And it didn't stop except for 30 minutes the entire time we were in Alaska. They had their 40-year storm, they call it. 40-year storm. They had over 40 inches of water in the space of a couple of days. Now, as we'd be going across bridges, the troopers would let us cross one at a time on the motorcycles, the water running across the top of the bridge. Right after we came through, actually, we found out later that most of the bridges we rode across that day ended up being washed out. And one day, we actually only rode 2.5 miles. We'd ridden from, I think it was Fairbanks, partway down into Denali, and we stopped at this tiny little lodge, and it had a no vacancy sign, and we ran inside this little lodge, and I said, guys, it's cold, it's wet, there's 5 of us on motorcycles, a whole bunch of us kind of linked up, and for whatever reason, when you're on a motorcycle, you just kind of become friends with anybody else that's on a motorcycle, and do what you can to grow that relationship, because you're all suffering at the same time. And I ended up staying in the same building, or the same lodge, as in this little broken down room that was, because they were supposedly full, ended up staying in the same lodge as Sean Penn, and ended up drinking with him as he was recording the movie Into the Wild. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Into the Wild, but it was a pretty cool film. And yeah, he was recording that, and we got to hang out with Sean freaking Penn, which was rad. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to mention this story to you guys. Riding a motorcycle to Alaska was nuts. Here's the craziest final kill cam you'll ever see from me. I don't snipe, but that was pretty BA. And guys, hope you enjoy life where you are. I hope the weather is better there than it is here, and I hope you enjoy this final kill cam. I'm going to leave this up for just a second so you can see my stats. At this point, so I guess a few weeks ago or a week ago, I think my win streak was at 265, and it was quite the experience. So I go 54 and, let's see, 54 and 4? 53 and 4, there it is, 53 and 4 with 3 captures, and as you'll see, 245 game win streak. Guys, thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.